In this video, we will crown the Premier League's player of the season so far. If you're Thomas Tuchel, what are you doing here? It's a great problem to have.
Bellingham, so if it's him or him, I'd have Rodgers.
That's interesting.
Is it?
At least.
Is it though?
So if City do get there, and Arsenal, I guess it would be a bottle, would it?
Oh, it would be a bottle.
They get quite precious about that terminology.
If they don't win it now, it's a bottle for Arsenal. I think Rice is a nastier player than Lampard.
It's a leadership thing. It's about having that dog in them. It's about having that bite. And I think that when you look at someone like Rice...
What's happening, everyone, and welcome to WHFC, brought to you by Final One Standing, football's ultimate free-to-play eliminator game. On this episode, we're playing a game of Final One Standing to name the Premier League's player of the season so far. Right, gentlemen and Abby Summers, let us get this right, okay? There have been some standout performers in the league so far. We're going to start with Morgan Rogers versus Phil Foden.
It's a nice debate, that.
It's Morgan Rogers, isn't it?
Really good players, it's got to be Rodgers. Albion legend.
You made him.
We made him.
You made him.
He's incredible.
He's so good. If you're Thomas Tuchel, what are you doing here? It's a great problem to have.
Bellingham, so if it's him or him, I'd have Rodgers.
That's interesting.
Is it?
At least.
Is it though?
I just think you get to a point with England, don't you, where we have about 12 attacking midfielders.
I think at the minute he starts. He loves him as well, Tuchel.
Tuchel, yeah. I think Tuchel will pick Rodgers.
I'll tell you why.
I don't know if I agree.
I'll tell you why I think he likes him, because he'll run behind Kane.
Yeah. That balance.
You know Kane's going to drop in, and Saka, he's got a bit of pace, but if we play on the left, I don't know if it is a Foden or. We need someone who's going to make them third man runs behind.
Yeah.
I think Bellingham wants to get on the ball a bit more. Rodgers will just bomb on.
Yeah. So Morgan Rogers versus Phil Foden so far this season. Who have you been more impressed by? Because Phil Foden has been doing the business.
Yeah.
But as well, he's been quite spelly in a sense of was poor at the start, really good in the middle, and now you'd say Shirky is playing the better out of the City's attacking midfielders. I'd say personally, top assister in the Premier League. I think he makes City tick, and I'd say he might even be more important than Phil Foden by the end of the season. So I think that puts, with Rodgers has been carrying Villa, right?
Yeah.
2 goals against United were just superb.
Yeah.
But apart from that, he has been the consistent player that has been making things happen. He's just a perfect player for Emery, right? And that means he'll be a perfect player for Tuchel.
I think he's a perfect player for anyone. I think he's got everything.
I think he walks into pretty much.
And I think the difference with. I've come to terms with Foden where I think Foden doesn't like or can't handle being the main man.
That's fair.
We saw it with England. We always talk about that year. We just thought this is going to be his year. But you got Haaland, Shirky, like you say. Foden's like happy just being. I'll play my game and do my stuff. But when it's come on, then you show up.
Carry the team.
Rodgers will do that. Rodgers will go. I'll do it. I'll show up. I'll score.
What do you think his ceiling is? Like Aston Villa, a huge club, no doubt.
Any club in the world.
Do you think he needs a move, or do you think Villa can fulfil his ambition?
At the minute, they can fulfill it.
Yeah.
If they're going to be Champions
point,
League, Also, how much is it going to cost? 120 million for him or something?
It's changed down the back of the sofa nowadays, though, isn't it? Someone pays it.
Not with PSR. I don't know. And who's going to buy him? Who's going to spend that? Who needs that? I don't know. Madrid aren't going to go and pay that because they've got Bellingham
already.
I don't know.
I think he's at a perfect place as
I
well.
think,
for his own development as well.
Where he's the main man as well.
I don't think there's anywhere. If I was him, I wouldn't be looking to go anywhere.
I'd love him to leave. Tomorrow, but I don't think he will.
He's a fantastic player.
I think I'd go with Rodgers though.
Yeah, no, I think it's Rodgers.
Even though he had a poor start, but
okay, we're unanimous. Morgan Rogers, which means it's Morgan Rogers versus Antoine Semenyo.
Good one.
Again, he's been at his best. He's been amazing.
Amazing.
He has been a bit spelly as well.
He's at Bournemouth.
True.
He's at Bournemouth.
Villa were Villa on like XG are like 15th.
Yeah, they are. So he
has taken them to another level. Villa.
Yeah,
and they're second.
You know, the surrounding players and the infrastructure of Villa, it's just so much better than it is at Bournemouth.
It is, but also
it's a different size club as well.
Yeah,
very different.
To do it. He's elevated Villa into a title race.
Yeah, that's true.
Semenyo's elevated Bournemouth into 15th.
I think when you look at that, like
it's true though.
How good is Semenyo then?
He's top class, both-footed.
How good? City at the moment are going to struggle to win the league.
I think it puts them back into the race.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Because you look at Doku this season has changed games for City. Because as much as Shirky and Foden have been really good centrally, at times they need that. Yeah. They need quality from the wide areas. Look at Semenyo in terms of goals and assists from carries. He leads both of those metrics. Yeah. So you're looking at someone that's going to make things happen, someone that's really aggressive in the press. And the interesting thing with him is he's within the last season, so season and a half, He's had more shots with his left foot, but scored more goals with his right foot.
He's so
but it's really, really well balanced. So that means Pep could play him on the left, could play him on the right.
He can also, he can play any position in the front.
He could play as a 9 as well. But I still think Morgan Rogers has been more important to Villa's form, and they are higher up in the league, so it has to be Morgan Rogers.
I would agree with that.
More big moments.
I think him at City, though, Semenyo at City is just going to be so good. Like, I look forward to seeing that. Also, the reliance, I think, on a Haaland or on a Foden at times being in form, I think it just gives them a little bit of a different option for them. I don't know necessarily whether they will win the league now.
Nah,
unfortunately, at time of recording, I hope this turns out to be incorrect, obviously. But I think that they have a far better chance with doing it with a Semenyo without.
Dave, everything you've said there about Semenyo, you've acknowledged how brilliant he is. It feels that there's echoes of the conversations that we had about Jack Grealish just before he signed for Pep Guardiola. Grealish was ultimately Guardiola'd, wasn't he?
I think that's such a myth that it winds me up so much.
Do you not think it's true?
But has Doku been Grealished? Has Shirky? Was Mahrez?
No, but was Grealish?
Grealished himself?
But was Grealish?
I think Grealish couldn't handle that level at that
Grealish
time.
Did become, and this isn't a bad thing. He earned loads of money, he won a treble, it's great. But he did become a system player rather than a maverick.
True.
But Grealish has never been that. At Villa, he had free reign, and it was kind of, you could go anywhere you want.
Maverick.
But Doku doesn't do it. Doku gets the ball and beats players. Semenyo's still going to do that. Shirky does it. This myth about Guardiola stops players playing is just not true. It really reminds me of that.
I think with that, you got Jack Grealish that was not one-dimensional from that position, but you know that he'd try and create. You know, he'd use a little bit of a stutter and beat the man, and that got to a point where teams are sitting so deep that they just bank up on him, and then the ball will go back. Whereas Doku and Semenyo are more like explosive. They're players that stop people and then accelerate and then beat them. And because of his duality in his feet, that's a really good thing for Semenyo that Jack Grealish didn't really have. He's very right-footed. So you've got a very much a different player.
So do you expect to see the same Semenyo?
Grealish is more in transition as well.
For sure. Much better in the transition, where I think with Semenyo, he could play in any phase of the game, quite frankly. Yeah. And I think it gives City something else, gives them something that they don't have at the moment, on the right-hand side especially, where you think, Doku can do it on the left, and he's done it well this season. The game against United was fantastic in a number of different positions. But I like Semenyo's quality in this team, and it does elevate them, and it's completely different than what they've got.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's vote. Morgan Rogers or Antoine Semenyo, best player this season so far?
Rogers.
Yeah, Rogers.
Yeah, Morgan Rogers.
Okay, Rogers. Rogers progresses.
What would you say? Come on, sitting on the fence.
I would say the reason I didn't say anything is because it doesn't matter. I think I would have probably said Semenyo. I think he's brilliant. I really do. I think being brilliant for Bournemouth as well, it has an added weight to it. But we'd be very interested to see how he does at Man City. So Morgan Rogers versus Gabriel. Gabriel's a boy, isn't he?
I feel dirty saying
a defender.
But come on.
I think it is Gabriel, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
Gabriel is
He's probably the best centre-half in the world, isn't he, at the minute?
He's also, do you know what he's got, which is so valuable? He's like lethal in both boxes.
Yeah.
He's so effective in both boxes, which makes Arsenal a completely different problem.
I had this discussion with the lads yesterday on the pod saying... They were saying Rice is our best player, but I think Gabriel's our most important.
Yeah, that's
when
right.
he's missing, I think you see it more.
More of a drop-off.
So obviously when Rice didn't play against Villa, they were still brilliant.
Zubimendi and Odegaard link up to score that glorious goal. I think
Gabriel's so... When he was missing for those few weeks,
they were a bit... They've definitely got more wobbly. But then I think with what, like you're saying, Rory, the goals are insane. He's 19 goals in the Premier League since he joined. 6 more than any of the defender. Like that, and in itself,
huge.
I also think with Gabriel, obviously, I don't like to give anyone that's Arsenal compliments, but I think you have to give credit where it's due. If you look at him, for example, the spine of their team, actually. So you look at someone like David Raya, you look at Gabriel, you look at Rice. In that order, that is the key of Arsenal, and will be the key if they actually end up winning and getting over the line, winning the league. If with Gabriel, if you look at him 3 years ago to where he is now, a lot of people will say, "Oh my God, look how great Saliba is," and Saliba is brilliant. But Gabriel has come on leaps and bounds in that time.
Gabriel's better than him.
I think that's a really good point because I think he's overtaken.
You know how he 100% has. He's a better player than Saliba, a different player, but he is more important and more vital to Arsenal.
Also, do you know what he brings to Arsenal? He brings a quality that is just so valuable, and you don't win without it.
Nasty.
Bang on.
Every team that has won the league has had a player like that. Even look at someone like a John Terry, for example. Yeah. Not saying that he's a Virgil van Dijk or a John Terry yet, but he's that type of personality, and you have to have that if you're going to win the league. And also the rest of Arsenal, grown into that.
At Chelsea, we were a team that were quite snarling anyway. We had quite an edge as a side. So yeah, Terry had it, but so did Carvalho, so did Ashley Cole, so did Ivanovic, so did Lampard. We had it. Arsenal's side it isn't snarling.
No.
Like
It's
I
only
like
really him
Saka.
and Rice.
But I like Rice. I think Rice is too nice.
Rice
to a
ain't.
degree.
No.
Rice ain't.
I think
He's got the dog in him.
Rice
He's
has got
definitely
a
the dog.
nasty-
No doubt. No,
He's
he's got what.
He's got it.
Rice doesn't have it in the way that most players in his position that
He
are
does,
elite. He's
mate.
elite.
Honestly,
no, but he doesn't
he
have it.
does.
He doesn't have the edge.
Especially against Real Madrid last year,
Yeah.
smashing
he
Bellingham all
He's
over the gap. He definitely has got it.
absolutely got it. I hate to say
I
it, but
disagree.
he
that
does.
he's got-
100%.
I always think of players like that. I always think I'm going like very traditional, but you go the way that Gerrard would play that position, the way Lampard would play that position, the way
He's nastier than Lampard was. Rice,
Definitely not.
100%.
Lampard broke Xavi Alonso's foot.
Oh,
If that's the metric.
Jesus,
that we're
well
measuring
done.
by.
Then she's dirty.
No, I don't. Yeah.
Rice
He's
is
in the middle of a Chelsea.
I think
Liverpool.
Rice is a nastier player than Lampard.
It's a leadership thing. It's about having that dog in them. It's about having that bite. And I think that when you look at someone like Rice, who again maybe you wouldn't think that he's got that in him to look at him, but I think when you see those big games, when you need someone to grab, Arsenal needs someone to grab it by the scruff of the neck.
him.
That's Gabriel. That's Declan
Yeah.
Rice. I hate it.
Yeah.
So
That's why they're going to win the
Hate
league
it.
this year. That's what they haven't
Right,
had for
enough,
years.
enough.
When it's
That's why they haven't. That's why they haven't won the
I
league.
don't want to
So-
hear any of that
it's
nonsense.
going to happen.
So Gabriel, unanimous.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's close.
So it's Morgan
I'm gonna put
Rogers
a vote in
versus
for
Gabriel.
Rodgers. I'm
You're
gonna
voting
go,
for
yeah,
Rogers.
Rodgers.
I'm Gabriel.
I hate myself for saying it, but I'm going to go
No, it is Gabriel.
Yeah.
So is it Gabriel or Declan Rice?
I'd go Rice.
I think Declan Rice, definitely.
think-
He's so good.
What do Arsenal live without easier? If Rice were injured for now to the rest of the season,
I don't
they
think-
still win the
I
league.
They
don't think
live
they-
better without Rice, but that's because I think they've got better depth in
Zubimendi
in
is
midfield,
better
yeah.
covered,
Whereas
yeah.
centre half, it's younger, isn't
The
it?
drop
Yeah.
off's bigger. That's the only reason.
I don't think they win the league without Gabriel.
I agree, but I think they could win the league without Rice.
So do I.
But I don't think they could without Gabriel.
So do I. Which is why I'm voting for Gabriel.
Surely
but,
not.
but that's not a metric on who's been the better player this season.
better player this season.
I think they've both
Part
been
of the metrics
exceptional.
for like most important, better, more significant.
But you
I think
look at-
Gabriel is the absolute boy in that team. He's so valuable
He
to
is.
them. Everything that they do
He
in
is,
both
but-
boxes is him.
Declan Rice is everywhere, man.
think-
He's
I
just
think
the heartbeat
Declan
of
Rice is the best
team.
midfielder in the league. In particularly in that position, that number 8, he is just unrivaled.
And it's
no doubt.
it's a harder position.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
It is a
And he's
hard
also
position.
playing different roles within the system.
Yeah.
Depending
He
on game,
plays
depending
two
on what it
roles,
is.
Rice.
Yeah.
He's your old school box to box.
But he's
yeah.
adding goals as well, right?
Yeah.
As much as
Yeah.
we talk about Gabriel's goals, Declan Rice is putting the ball in the
Do
box.
you think considering the
His
way that we
deliveries.
rate
Gabriel's only
Yeah.
scoring half these goals because
Yeah.
of Declan Rice's
Yeah.
deliveries.
Considering how highly we all rate Declan Rice, how brilliant he is, almost a flawless midfielder.
Yeah.
Considering how brilliant he is, should he be scoring more?
He
I
is.
think he is. I think
No,
this
but-
is the point.
but-
He's been given him more of a free role now,
Yeah.
hasn't he? I think.
Like when I
Now
think,
Zubimendi's there, he can go and stretch his legs.
yeah, I feel like he should be like you know the kind of numbers that you used to see from midfielders. I think he has all of the attributes to be that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a Lampard.
Not maybe not to Gerrard
It's-
numbers maybe. Yeah.
It's like
I think he'll hit Gerrard numbers this season.
Yeah.
What did Gerrard get? 12 a
Say-
season,
yeah.
something like that.
Say something like
Rice will score
15,
12.
something like
I'll agree with that,
15 all comps.
Yeah, which
I think
is
he'll
something
score
like
that.
15
I think he will this season.
considering that he's completed the most progressive passes, he's created the second most chances for Arsenal, second most tackles. Like you're scoring the goals. You're doing everything.
And also the delivery.
I just think he elevates
Arsenal.
Arsenal more than Gabriel elevates Arsenal. But I
Yeah, I
agree
think-
that
I think he's a
if you
better
take Gabriel
player.
out,
Yeah.
you're in a worse position. But because Arsenal's midfield now has got such depth. But I think Rice just makes them better.
It would be like saying, I don't think Arsenal would probably win the league if they didn't have Raya.
David Raya, yeah.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have Raya as a better player this
Yeah.
season than Rice.
Then Declan
Yeah.
Rice, yeah.
Okay, Declan Rice.
I think both. I don't really mind.
Get off the fence! Come on!
Over 500,000 players have already played Final One Standing for free, and we're fast approaching £1 million given away in prize money. That's a new jackpot every single Premier League game week, and the deadline for this jackpot is Saturday at 12:30. But before you lock in your pick, let's go around the room and get some selections. Right, Tom Garrett, sir, we're going to start with you. This week, what are you thinking?
Newcastle to beat Wolves, please.
Statman Dave?
Going to go Aston Villa to beat Everton at home.
Oh, nice.
Abby Summers?
I will mix it up. I was going to go Villa, so I'm going to mix it up, and I will go. Surely Tottenham have to beat. Surely,
Kiss of
they
death.
have to beat West Ham at home.
They don't.
They have to.
They don't.
They definitely do.
And I'm going to go for Leeds United to beat Fulham at Ellen Road. Remember to play Final One Standing now for free. 18 plus, UK and Ireland only. Always gamble responsibly. Terms and conditions do apply.
He's too
I thi-
expensive.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Well, I don't like them both. So
Doesn't matter.
I think they're both as important. But I think that, like we said, I don't think Arsenal win the league if they don't have Gabriel.
Gabriel has been injured for a bit as well. Rice has been a
Yeah.
constant, other than one game, has been a constant in that team that is
Yeah.
almost
Fine,
half
go
running
with
away
Rice.
with the league at the minute.
Go with
Declan Rice,
Rice.
it's unanimous.
You could have split it.
Which now means that with Declan Rice versus Erling Haaland.
Top scorer in the Premier League.
I still think it's
Carried
Rice.
City at the start.
I still think it's Rice.
I still think it's Rice.
But
I think
Haaland's
Rice is more
amazing,
important.
but
He's been, again, there's periods where he doesn't score the goals, and when he's not scoring, what's he actually offering for City?
Yeah.
He's very much last line, very much doesn't get involved in the play. It's everyone else is doing things. And I think with Semenyo coming in, that's another player that's going to make things happen.
Yeah.
And he's still going to be on the periphery of games. He's not like Declan Rice that's absolutely involved in everything that Arsenal do from front to back in every single third and every single
Rice
phase.
a better player.
and they're the best team in the league. They're the best team in
and the
Europe
best
at the
team,
minute,
yeah.
and he's the linchpin, and so I think
Yeah.
I'd go Rice personally.
Yeah.
Are we being a little bit quick here? So look, I agree with everything that's been said about Declan Rice, but do we need to acknowledge the contribution from Erling Haaland? If Erling Haaland wasn't the outrageously brilliant centre forward that he has been this year, Arsenal have won the league already. So the fact that we are still talking about title race is pretty much down to Erling Haaland's brilliance.
But at the same time, Guardiola's always found success with playing a midfielder up front, right? So if Erling Haaland's not there, are City a better footballing side? They've had more midfielders in there, they'll control the tempo more. We've seen them win the league with a Gundogan being top scorer or a Kevin De Bruyne being top scorer. I think there's solutions there. And you think about if Semenyo's come, you've got Doku is their goal scorer, Shirky could play as a false. There is alternatives to Erling Haaland, but don't get me wrong, he's a fantastic goal scorer. But I just think if you were, for example, to go, you're taking out him in City, do they get worse? Maybe a little bit, but I also think they might get better as well. I think it's more of a
You could also
go either way.
could also use that argument for Morgan Rogers with Villa, where they won't be in the same position, and they're on the same points as City.
No, I mean, I think we did. We kind of did use it for Morgan Rogers.
No, but
blowing
he's
about
out.
him. Yeah, he's
It's not that we're not blowing about Haaland. It's just
Haaland's amazing. He's obviously
we're
the
not
best striker in the world, isn't he? But or
Second.
arguably, but he's definitely the best striker in the league, and he's incredible. But I just think Declan Rice has been a better player.
Yeah.
In my
Do
opinion.
you think ultimately, when we look back on this, so at the moment, I think that we're pretty much all in agreement that it's Rice. Do you think ultimately the winner of this will be whatever team wins the league?
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
So if City do get there, and Arsenal, I guess it would be a bottle, would it?
Oh, it would be. It would be a bottle.
They get quite precious about that terminology.
If they don't win it now, it's a bottle for Arsenal because they are the best. They've got the best.
They're the best team. They've got the best first 11. They've got the best squad. They're in a situation
and
where
they're
they're clear in the league.
It would be a bottle.
But I don't think they're gonna because they've got players like Rice.
I think the only reason that you couldn't describe it as a bottle if they didn't win the league is if they won the Champions League. I think that'd be fine.
That is my only thing about Arsenal is
Spread too
they've never
thinly.
won under Arteta other than the FA Cup, whatever. But come March, they're going to probably be in the latter stages of everything.
League Cup final, they'll probably have their beat us.
So that's when that'll test them.
But their squad is
but
probably
they've got
good
the
enough,
depth
right?
to cope with it. But when you've never been in that position, then suddenly you're in four.
Well, it's like when Liverpool thought they were going to win 4, didn't they end up with 1?
Yeah, that's my point. You never know, but I just think my vote is Rice.
Yeah, I think it is Declan Rice, isn't it?
Rice.
How highly do you think Rice could be viewed when he retires?
I think you've got to be Lampard, you've got to be Gerrard, Scholes.
Do you think he could
Carrick
be that level? Do you think like De Bruyne broke into the conversation, didn't he? I think Kante did to a degree, broke into the conversation. But when we do it, best midfielders of the Premier League era, you kind of go Vieira, Keane, Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes, whatever. De Bruyne did very well, got into that. Kante very well got into that. Do you think Rice gets into that?
If you think about what he's already done, right? He's already won a European trophy with West Ham.
Yeah.
Like,
How
that's
old
a
is he?
great
How old
achievement.
is he?
He's like 25, is he 26 now?
If Arsenal dominate for the next
Yeah,
few years,
yeah.
that's what it comes down to, really.
Comes
And
down to
if
silverware,
they go and win multiple
Could also win a
titles,
World Cup or something.
Him as
Exactly.
a player is a player that has improved year on year.
Yeah.
Like he has just got better. Like from his days at West Ham to like the midfielder he is now, the improvement's incredible.
and he
keeps-
improves every team he's in.
Yeah, and everyone around him.
Yeah.
Everybody's a better player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So he's got to be in the conversation.
Hate how much I like him as well.
He's amazing.
You know,
He's amazing.
every Arsenal player over the years,
Just a nice guy as
I didn't
well.
like him. I like Saka. I like Wright. This is what I mean by their kind of nice qualities. I just think he's such
Hate
a good
yourself
player.
already, Rory.
No, he's incredible.
Full of it.
Rice.
No.
He's his first name on the team sheet for England as well, and I think
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
so
Oh, gotcha.
talismanic. He's
Gotcha. Also,
and I'm so glad people have finally realised he's not a 6.
No.
Let him just be anywhere he wants, basically, I think.
What's your starting 3 for England in the middle?
I'd go, if he's fit and firing, I'd go Palmer, Rice, and then Wharton or Anderson. But if not, I'd go Rodgers, Rice. Nah, not for me personally.
Dave?
Probably go Rice, Wharton, and then there's about 4 players who can play that. Probably Bellingham.
Abby?
I think either or the same in terms of that, in terms of those two, either Wharton, Anderson, Rice, definitely. But then I think you have that luxury where you've got so many options. I don't actually necessarily think I would really mind who plays.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that.
To be honest with you. Like, whether
It's
or not you...
As long as it's Rice.
Well, as long as it's Rice, I think the rest
Wharton
kind of
has to
figure it
play,
out
but he
themselves.
loves Anderson. I love Anderson.
I think
as well,
Elliot
but I
Anderson's
think Rice-
brilliant.
He hasn't been great lately, though, Anderson.
No, but Rice is in.
Wharton's the right player for the balance.
I agree. I think Wharton.
You need someone at capacity.
I agree.
But then I think, I don't know whether or not you play Bellingham, whether or not you play Rodgers as well. What about
Depending on who
Palmer?
you play.
I think
But
first
Palmer
game of the,
currently,
I think
no.
first game. I think Palmer's better off the right anyway. But I think first game of the World Cup it'll be Rodgers.
Yeah, I agree. And I think it'll be Elliot Anderson as well. Tuchel loves
Possibly he does like him, but I
he's
think
very
the way Wharton's playing compared to Anderson at the minute, he might be prodding him a bit. I don't know.
So I think we've all agreed that it is Declan Rice. Would anybody like to put anyone forward? Any honourable mentions?
Timber. Reece James. Reece James is arguably the best player in the league at the minute with Rice. Actually was better than Rice the other week when they played against each other.
So you know the conversation we just had about England, midfield England. Would you consider James there?
No, playing right back.
No Trent Alexander-Arnold.
No. Over Reece James?
You
No.
say it like, no.
Reece
Like,
James
it's
is
like a ludicrous thing to say.
Yeah, Reece James is by far the best right back in the world. I don't think it's close. He's that good. He's currently now one of the best midfielders in the league.
Just a total footballer, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Play him left wing if you want. He's a brilliant player.
He outplayed Rodri the other day in the second half.
Unbelievable.
There. No, also, we
But
ended up
Timber's
centre.
better. Do you remember he said Timber was better?
Timber's a better right back.
No, he's not.
I'll stay on that hill.
No, also, do you know he ended up centre half? He ended up centre half with Josh Champon against Liverpool.
Jesus, you actually give him a medal for playing multiple positions.
No,
At the top level against the best teams, that is pretty
And
impressive.
he's usually the best player on the pitch.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where he plays. He's the best player on the pitch.
No, he's amazing. Anyone else?
First half versus Newcastle.
Anyone else want to bring up?
Against Arsenal,
Ruben Amorim?
Against Arsenal.
Ruben Amorim, yeah. He's been really good at right back, actually. Really, really good.
It's been great in press conferences.
Very good.
Yeah. And there you have it. Declan Rice is the Premier League's player of the season so far, and this episode's final one standing. But did we get it right? Let us know in the comments, and remember to click the link in the description for your chance to win this week's jackpot in final one standing. Thanks again for watching WHFC. If you want to watch us rank the worst managers in the Premier League this season, click the video that's on screen now. And if you enjoyed the show, then please subscribe to the channel to never miss an episode. This show was brought to you by William Hill. 18+, please gamble responsibly.